Good morning, all my Stitchy friends. So this is a view currently out my Stitchy window. It's 8 a.m. on Sunday morning, and we've had rain this past week, but it looks to be a sunny, clear day ahead of us. There's a slight breeze, but nothing too crazy. And as you can see in the bottom of the screen, there's a little hummingbird feeder. I've been watching the hummingbirds this morning come by for a little drink, and I got some cactus growing. We just have a rock front yard, the back, which is kind of typical in Arizona, desert landscaping. But the backyard we grew grass, so we could play with the grandkids and barbecue and be outside and enjoy the green grass. So yeah, that's my view out the front window, and I thought you might find that interesting. All right, I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll have my little FlossTube video for the week. Hang on. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me today for another weekly update. It will be a little bit of a short video today. I know I've been saying that a lot lately, but not a whole lot to share. So my week was basically work and babysitting, which I love babysitting. When I say that, it's not a chore, but it does take up time away from stitching, but I wouldn't trade that time for anything in the world. I usually watch my grandkids on Monday nights and Saturdays all day. But this, starting this past week, going forward for a couple of months, I watched them also on, I don't watch them, but our Polynesian performing group, my daughter's Polynesian performing group, come over on Thursday nights now and are going to practice at my house. Because since my son moved out, took this pool table of our front formal living room area, it's a big empty space. And so they can spread out and they can practice. They're preparing for their videos they're going to be posting. Since they won't be in the Arizona Aloha Festival this year due to COVID, they're going to be posting probably some videos or something at some point. Anyway, they're preparing for that, their annual showcase. And so I'm going to put the name of the group here on the screen for you. If you would go check them out and give them a like and a thumbs up and follow them, I'm sure you would enjoy watching all their Polynesian dances. The owners of the group is my daughter, Gabrielle, and her husband, Dion, and they are super uber talented, and I'm super proud of them. So if you go there, you can watch their videos and see what they're up to with our group. So Monday, Thursdays, and then Saturdays. So when they're here Thursday practicing, I'm kind of keeping the kids busy, playing with them, feeding them, and just hanging out. And then with work, being super busy, we have a new release from Needlework Press and it is so beautiful. If you haven't seen that yet, head over to the Attics FlossTube videos or go to their website and check the newsletter out. It's an exclusive release and it is so beautiful, and I put my name on the list to order the chart and the fixins, and you can have them kitted up for you, whatever count you like of linen, and you can either do silks, overdyed silks, 103s, or overdyed cottons. So no matter which thread you choose, it would be beautiful. So go check that out on the Attics website. What else? Today, another reason why I kind of need to get this video and get it posted for you all is I'm heading out for lunch with some friends. It's one of my friends' here birthday, and we're going to do a mystery lunch, and it's where you start with a clue. We've all been given a clue of where to meet up for lunch, or to start our lunch. It's like a scavenger hunt, kind of. So we got our first clue to solve of where our lunch begins. And we go to that location and they give us part of our lunch. And you bring your own cooler, and we have to dress warmly because it's kind of like you walk around these different places. And so we get our lunch from them, part of our lunch from them, and they give us the next clue. Then we have to solve it and go to the next place and get the next part of our lunch. And then we solve that clue, and we have to then go to the next place. I don't know how many places there are or how many clues. And if it was left up to me to solve the clues, we would all be starving. Because I don't think I'm very good at like trivia or solving riddles or anything like that. So we'll see how much of an asset I am, and hopefully I'm not a deterrence. Because our mystery clue solving abilities will depend on how much lunch we gather. And then at the end, you go have a little picnic outdoors somewhere, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'll try to take a little pictures or video or something so I can show you guys next week. And so I'm going to go ahead out and do that. There's 5 of us. We get together for all of our birthdays, and usually once a month we have an outing together, and I really value these ladies. They're fabulous, and they all bring something unique and wonderful to our group, and I really appreciate them so much. So I'm going to do that today, and then I hope to come home this evening and do some stitching, and then Monday, as I've told you last week, is my day. I'm going to hit the stitching. So I'm trying to get a little bit different angle for you all. A few of you mentioned that I was sitting too far from the camera and you couldn't see my stitching and the volume wasn't good. So I'm just trying to make sure I do a nice video for you all. So I'm sitting a little closer to the window, a little different angle. This basket right here is a bunch of placemats I want to make into project bags. I have a tutorial on a project bag made from placemats on my channel. If you go under the ORT file playlist, and ORT stands for other random things, besides the little scrappy threads we all collect. I have a video on that. So I have collected a bunch of placemats in this little IKEA bag. I'll show you. And I got my little vinyl and stuff, and I have a drawer full of zippers. So eventually I'm going to be making some project bags with that. So that just sits next to, whoops. Okay, we had to take a break from my clock to go do its chimes and all the fun stuff. Okay, so this basket sits next to this dresser that was my grandmother's, and I painted it with Lori Holt's chalk paint, and it holds ribbons and finishing things and wool and just all kinds of goodness. And then up on top I have some knickknacks. This blue file cabinet behind me holds all my patterns. Each drawer is labeled by holiday or season, and then within that drawer they're sorted alphabetically by designer name, and broken down by season in the drawer. And that's how I hold my patterns. And then behind me over here you'll see an old crock. I just shoved a bunch of yarn I had bought from projects with my nieces, and then above that is my clock that my grandfather made me. Let me see if I can turn that so you can see it. And then up above that I have ribbons on a curtain rod, which I can easily reach as I'm 6'1". Anyway, so that's part of my sewing room. And then I have these boards from IKEA. People ask where I got those boards from, and they're from IKEA. Okay, so yesterday, before I started babysitting in the morning, my cousin came over, my first cousin, and she wanted to try to start cross-stitching. And so I was more than happy to share my stash with some DMC and Ada and a little pattern and get her started. And the pattern she chose was a cactus, and it's super cute. She's really excited. Obviously we love cactus living here in Arizona. And so I as I got her all set up and got her kind of started with a few little stitches, and then got her on her way, and then I was putting up my Valentine tree yesterday, which I'll insert a video here and some pictures, and I found my very first cross stitch. Okay, so my very first cross stitch I ever did a little over a year ago was, oh, here it is. Okay, was a cactus. Isn't that funny? It's kind of ironic. So so my sister stumbled upon the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch, Priscilla and Chelsea. And so we loved her Prairie Schooler tree. We loved all of her I'm really into holiday decorating. And so we fell in love with it, my sister and I. And I went to Walmart and I just bought a little $5 cross stitch kit, okay? It came with the Ada, the floss, the pattern, the needle, and a hoop, everything. So I just bought that. It was $5 and I made it. And I made a lot of mistakes and I learned from it, but and then I made some changes on the bottom, some wording changes. I don't remember what the pattern said, but I changed it to say "Stuck on You" because I wanted it to be for my Valentine tree. And I stitched this in 2019, and this is and then I finished it myself. And the finishing, I look at it, and I cringe. I've learned so much since then, and I wish I would have. I mean, I contemplate changing it, but then part of me is like, leave it. It's your first cross stitch. It's finished wonky. Who cares? But it goes on my Valentine tree, and I think it's a cute addition. And I put "Stuck on You" with just a U and an exclamation, and then it says 2019 down here, but it actually looks like a 4. And but that's my very first cross stitch I ever did. And then the bottom, look at how it goes pointy out like this, and then it's round and wonky up on top. And then I just put like polka dot fabric on the back and a little yarn loop, and it hangs on my Valentine tree. But I am not going to fix it. I'm just going to leave it because it's a journey. It's a process. And this is the very beginning. And there's like a little bit of padding in here. Anyway, so that's my first cross stitch. And I thought it was interesting that I chose a cactus. And my cousin who came, I didn't even tell her about this. And I hadn't pulled this out yet. She chose a little cactus. And I'll show a picture of her work later on when she gets some progress done on it for fun if she'll let me. Okay. So then, since we're on that Valentine tree, I might as well talk about that right now for a minute. I pulled a couple of things off of it. My great-grandmother was an excellent, she did needlework. What was this called? Embroidery? It's not, I don't think it's knitting. I think it's embroidery. I do this every time I show this. I need to make a note or ask my mom. Anyway, it was this little piece of work right here with the rose. And I had like 4 of them. So they were just loose. And I don't know if she was probably going to make something with it. But she passed away before she finished it. And it's really fine. Look how fine that is. It's a little wonky because so I just hand sewed it on with a needle and thread to make this little burlap pillow. And I hang this on my Valentine tree, and I have like several of them. And so I gave one to each of my sisters so they could have a piece of her work. But I think that is so precious and beautiful. There we go. So I wanted to show you that. Also on my Valentine tree, I have, I found this in my baby box, this old Valentine from my dad. And it says, what animal keeps the best time? And then the answer says, A watchdog. Jeez. I'm a dork. Anyway, I thought it was so cute. And so I laminated it. And then I just put this around the edge on both sides. And I left it to where I could read my dad's note to me. And it was from 1987 in his handwriting. Because I didn't want to lose that memory. And I put a little twine, baker's twine or whatever on top, and I just hang that from my Valentine tree, and it's adorable, and it's a little memento, and I love it. And he just made a little, my dad is so goofy like me, or I'm like goofy like him. And he put, Amy, roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are me. Okay. And then he said, haha, I mean you. Happy Valentine's Day. Love, Dad. And this is so special to me because, as I mentioned probably last year when I did my video, my dad, my mom always bought all the Christmas presents, all the birthday presents, and did all the holiday stuff, Easter, etc. But when it came to Valentine's Day, she refused to do it. So women unite. If you have a young family out there with young kids, refuse to do Valentine's Day. My dad did Valentine's Day for us every year, and he wanted to. He handwrote all the cards. He picked out all the things that he gave us, and he put it out for us. And it's so special. And to this very day, he gives us a Valentine for Valentine's Day. And so, super special, and I love it, that idea so much. So that's on my Valentine tree. And then another thing I wanted to show you from a Valentine tree is a Valentine from my youth, and it says, Valentine, you're a treat. And it's really faded and losing its color. And I don't know, it's like a, you know that kind of tablecloth, like oily vinyl, or what, I don't know what it's called, the oilcloth. It's like that kind of covering. But it has a little Valentine behind it. And it's a little fluffy pillow. And I've had this since I was a young girl. So that hangs on my Valentine tree as well. So let's talk about finishes. I got 0 finishes done this week. So I still need to finish my From Stitching with the Housewives pattern. I need to finish this still. Okay, so this is 36 count aqua by Fabric Flair. It's got the white and the blue, and it's really pretty fabric. And I put on the very bottom, I put my initials and 2021 on there. And I need to finish this for my Valentine tree. So that's the finish I need to do this week. Then I didn't finish any of my hearts for my Valentine tree yet. I have 3 of them done. And it was I just finished it on some cream Ada, and I pulled the DMC pink out of my drawer that I really just love. And these just took like 2.5 hours each, and I have 3 of them. And guess what? This is the giveaway for this week. So stay tuned to see if you're the winner. And if you won this, I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to mail it to you. It'll be a surprise. So I'll take a picture of it after I finish it. That way next week I can show you how I finished it. So there's going to be a winner for that today. Okay, and so those are my finishes that I didn't get fully finished. My finished objects, FOs, that need to be FFO'd, fully finished objects. Okay, here's my Valentine tree. This is my seasonal tree I keep by my front door, and I change it for each season or holiday. And on the top of it, I just have a burlap bow and a bunch of mix match ornaments. This is a little red sequin heart, and some little wood hearts. This is my great grandmother's crocheting I made into pillows. Little ornament, old-fashioned type ornament I was given. Some Hobby Lobby ornaments. the Valentine I laminated for my dad. My cross stitch. This is a cute little project someone made and gave to me. Another one of those. These are metal corrugated, I think they're called corrugated or corrugated metal heart from Hobby Lobby. No, these are from Walmart. Red and silver. Eventually I'm going to put a little cross stitch on these. And just some more from either Walmart or Hobby Lobby. Another gift here, wooden heart. And some more of those metal. I'm going to put cross stitch on someday. And I try to put all the kid-friendly stuff at the bottom, so if my grandbabies pull it off, it won't matter. But that's my Valentine tree. Here's a little cutout by my front entrance. I have a clock my grandfather made. And this is actually table decoration for my daughter's wedding. We did silk arrangements on her tables for her wedding. So I just keep that as a little memento of from her wedding. And then by that I put this little sign. It says, "Always kiss me goodnight." And this was just a not a yard sale, but a thrift store find. My daughter gave me this Ray Dunn sign for Christmas. And then I've had this for a while, a little wood sign with Happy Valentine's Day. Above the entryway to my kitchen, I made this garland. I ripped different pieces of fabric and then put this Be Mine stenciled on paper with burlap, and I just put it all up there as a little entryway to my kitchen. Above my kitchen sink, I have on the scale a little "Happiness is Homemade" from Walmart. And then this was from Last Chance, Walmart. I got these candy little jars from Target Dollar Spot last year. I got my little Ray Dunn Be Mine mug. And another sign I got from a thrift store, Be Mine. Okay, this is the other cutout in my entryway by my front door. And I have this Hugs and Kisses, which I got as a gift from my friend. And everything I need to know about love, I learned from a little golden book. Isn't that funny? It has excerpts from little golden books about love, and it's cute. It's a cute little book. And then this I got from Target Dollar Spot, and it holds all my little notes I've got for my kids throughout the years. And look at these little foam things. So me and my husband bet from 2002. Looking pretty young and skinny. And my little kids. Anyway, so I just keep all my little love notes in here from over the years. Yeah, that's it. These are little love blocks that I made, Mod Podge, some scrapbook paper on them. Okay, let's talk about my stitching. The first thing I'm going to show you is by Lindy Stitches, and it's called Except Grandma's. There's no place like home except Grandma's. I'm filming the other way because I didn't know if I was going to fit into the screen being so close. So hopefully it's not backwards for you guys. Okay, this is being stitched on 32 count Belfast Antique White. I'm using the Call for colors except for the roof of the house because there was no whatever color was. Let me see. There was no, we were out of Whiskey by Weeks Dye Works. So I just substituted Chickpea by Weeks Dye Works, because it kind of looked like the color of the picture, and I had it in my stash. Okay. Try to put this on the board, see if you can see it better. I worked on this. I have the roof finished. The roof is finished, and then I started this yellow over here. And I think it's turning out very cute. So that's my progress on that one. Okay, and then my next whip is Mother's Honor Due by Blackbird Designs. And I'm stitching this one on Weeks Dye Works. It's a Zweigart base is platinum, 36 count. And I think it really kind of changes the look of it with it being on platinum instead of that yellow fabric that it showed in the pattern. But I like it. I like it a lot. I'm all about making patterns your own, you know? So anyway, look how pretty that's turning out. Oh, I love it so much. I didn't stitch on this at all this week. I don't think, anyway. I might have, no, I don't think I've done anything since last week. So I love that one. I love how that one's turning out. But I wanted to show it to you again. I'm going to try to stitch on it this week. Okay, and then my next stitch that I worked on, I didn't work on it very much, is Early Christmas Morning by Blackbird Designs. I finished the round top part, so I've started the band. It goes around the pincushion. It says Merry Christmas. And I want to get this done because I'm going to attempt to finish it myself, and I want to have it done before Christmas. And I don't want something this close to being done sitting around all year. So I'm going to keep working on it even though Christmas is over. Let me show you the top part first. And the fabric is a little richer than what it's showing up on this screen. It's a little more brown. But anyway, you get the idea. I'm stitching on Fox and Rabbit Up in the Attic, and it's 36 count. And so the sides that I started, I just did a little bit of the zigzag. Kind of boring, but it allows me to watch FlossTube and just kind of mindlessly stitch. So, anyway, that's that. Okay. And then my last whip for the week is Kringles. And this is this is kind of like a little stitch along, not quite like an official stitch along online or anything, but Yolanda had contacted me about stitching Kringles with her, or she wanted to start at the same time I started, and I started on last Monday, and I forgot to text her to send me a picture of her progress. So Yolanda, if you're watching, send me pictures during the week, anytime. It doesn't have to be on Saturday. And any of you who are stitching Kringles, send me your picture of your progress of where you're at. Just send it the latest by Saturday night, and then I will include it in my video at the end of the video. So this is my last WIP for the week. I'm stitching Kringles with called for floss, called for fabric. The called for fabric is 30 count, which I'm excited because I want it to be really big. And it's 30 count Parisian gray from Access Commodities. Okay, let me show you my progress. I worked on the roof line because I definitely want to do the roof first. It's a bear, I know, it's huge. And so it's not going to be very impressive how much I have done here, but it's a start. And it was pretty enjoyable because it's 30 count, so it wasn't like it was too exhausting trying to find where I'm supposed to stitch. I have the snow done and some of the tile work done. And I found that it was easier to kind of go to diagonal with the tile. First I started with the lighter color in between, and I found myself focusing on the dark part, this symbol, because it's a darker symbol in the pattern. My eyes naturally went to it. So I took out the mistakes I had made with the lighter color, and I just went with the dark black coffee color because I really my eyes naturally fell to that spot. So I wanted to make it easier for myself. This I had to put I would put a little needle, because I had some needles nearby every so often to keep track of where I was on my count. So that's my progress. I'll work on this again tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. It's going to take all year. I plan on trying to if I could get it done by the end of the year, great. But if I don't get it done by the end of the year, it's okay. I'm not going to worry about it, you know. My mom's birthday is this coming Tuesday, Groundhog's Day. And a funny story, my dad, not a story, but a funny fact, my dad's birthday is on April Fool's Day. So we have kind of a lot of things with holidays. My daughter's birthday is Veterans Day, and I think my sister was born on Mother's Day, and my brother was born on Friday the 13th. So we have kind of a thing with holidays and birthdays. But my mom's birthday is Groundhog's Day, and we had a little family dinner for her last night here at my house. And so it was really great to spend a little bit of time with her and some of my siblings and their families. So I just want to say happy birthday, Mom, to you. And I think that wraps up my video for this week. I think I'll announce the winner for the Valentine. So I did the random comment picker for YouTube, and it chose a winner for us. This is going to be what you're going to win. I stitched this Valentine for you for Galentine's Day. And that's the word you had to use to enter to win, is you had to use the word Galentine and G-A-L and Tine. That was the word. Anyway, so the winner is Kathy Anderson. Kathy Anderson, I put your name and comment here. You're the winner. Congratulations. You need to send me an email, or you can go on Instagram and private message me and send me your address. And I'm going to finish this heart this week. If I do nothing else, I will finish this. Then I'm going to mail it to you. Hopefully you'll get it before Valentine's Day, before Galentine's Day, and be able to enjoy it a little bit. Oh, speaking of Instagram, I changed my account from public to private because I was getting a lot of weird random men following me, and I don't know, it was kind of creeping me out. So I also was getting some weird kind of comment things from those people, and I don't want to deal with that. So my account is private. However, if you request to follow me and I can tell that you're a stitcher, I will totally accept your friendship. or following, whatever you call it on Instagram. No problem at all. So anyway, that's what I want to say about Instagram. So go ahead and follow me there, and you can private message me there, or you can send me an email. Okay? All right. I think that's all I have for today. Thanks again for tuning in. And if you find my videos entertaining whatsoever, and you don't mind helping me out, a subscription would be wonderful. I really appreciate it. It does benefit me and my channel, and I thank you for your time and kindness. All right, happy stitching and take care. Bye-bye.